Namaste, welcome to Geeta's Kitchen. On this auspicious occasion of Mahashivaratri, I'll show you a simple and easy recipe to make sweet potato gulab jamun. Traditionally, even my grandmother, mother, everybody used to have only boiled sweet potatoes and paitan kanji. Paitan kanji is nothing but boiled moong dal, that is green gram dal, and with the addition of some jaggery to it. So let us make this sweet. Here I have boiled some sweet potatoes I have kept ready. So I'll just use 2 of these sweet potatoes for making this gulab jamun. Remaining we'll use it for just to eat it boiled or with some salt and roasted jeera. First peel the sweet potato. Peel it well and then mash it. Mash it well with a potato masher like this. Mash it very well so that there are no lumps and it becomes nice and soft like this. I have taken 2 sweet potatoes, so I am just adding about 2 teaspoons of plain flour to this. And again mix it all well together. And knead it into a soft dough like this. Just smear a drop of ghee in your palm. Pinch out small portions, whatever size you want your gulab jamuns to be, and roll it well between your palms into rounds like this and keep it aside. See that there are no cracks and it is even and smooth. Here I have taken half cup of sugar and we will add equal quantity of water to this, half cup of water, and bring it to a boil. To make the syrup, we just need a sticky syrup. We don't need any other stage as 1 string or 2 string, just a sticky syrup is enough. Side by side, here I have kept some oil for frying these gulab jamuns, sweet potato gulab jamuns. We will allow the oil to heat. It need not heat very high, just heat it to medium heat. Then on a low heat we can fry these gulab jamuns. When the oil is hot, reduce the heat and gently first add 1 into the oil and see that it does not disintegrate. If it disintegrates, then add a little bit more of flour, otherwise it should be okay. Don't immediately put the ladle inside, wait for a minute and then gently toss it around so that it gets a golden color evenly all around. Meanwhile, side by side we can check our sugar syrup also. The sugar has dissolved. I have just kept it on a low flame only and it is sticky to touch, just the typical gulab jamun syrup. So now I am switching this off. See now, when it is a lovely golden color like this, gently drain it out from the oil and keep it aside. Likewise, fry the remaining sweet potato jamuns also. See, I am only putting few at a time because I have taken only small quantity of oil. I don't want a lot of heated oil to remain. So when you have lot of frying to do, you can do like this. With only a small quantity of oil and you use a deep kadai, then it is easy. See, likewise, fry all the remaining sweet potato gulab jamuns, drain it out and keep it aside. I have transferred the syrup into this bowl. I am adding some cardamom powder, a few saffron strands to the syrup. Just give it a good mix. See, now our last batch is also fried and ready. Drain it out from the oil. Add these fried jamuns to the sugar syrup. See that they are all well soaked in the syrup. आशुतोष शशांक शेखर चंद्रमौळि दिगंबरा कोटि कोटि प्रणम शंभु कोटि नमन दिगंबरा. ओम नमः शिवाय. Om Namah Shivaya. Today I would like to share with you one story about Shivratri which I have listened to in my childhood. It is said that once all the great tapasvis, rishis and munis went to sage Suta Maharishi and asked him to relate why do we celebrate this Mahashivaratri and what is the importance of it. Then sage Sutamani was very happy. He said, it is indeed my great fortune to relate to you all about this great spiritual occasion which will benefit humanity in a wonderful way. And he tells the story of a hunter. Now this hunter's name was Bhila. He used to feed his family by going hunting and hunting deer, kill it and give it to his family to eat. And sometimes he would hunt for no reason also, and he was basically a very cruel and impatient man, short-tempered too. One day what happened, this man was going out hunting and whole day he did not get any animal to hunt. So it was the end of day and his family was waiting at home. He did not know what to do. So then as he was in the middle of the forest, he was nearing a pond over there. Then he thought, okay, let me wait here till sunset. Around sunset, many animals will come to quench their thirst in this water body, and that time I will be able to hunt a deer and enjoy its meat. So then he found a tree, a wood apple tree which is called as a bale tree. Also the leaves are known as vilva leaves, bilva in Sanskrit or bale leaves. So he climbed that tree and he waited patiently for some animal to come there to quench its thirst. So after a little while, that is in the evening, just in the beginning of the first quarter, which is called as the Pratham Pahar of the night, Pratham Prahar, this deer came there to drink water, and before climbing up the tree, he had just packed some water for himself in a small bag so that he could also drink water from that. He adjusted his position on the tree, and as he moved about, some leaves from the tree unknowingly fell down on a Shivalinga which was there below the tree. The Shivalinga representing the great Ashutosh Devadidev Mahadev Shiva. And some water also fell from his bag onto that Shivalinga. And just as he was about to take aim, the deer sensed that somebody was going to, somebody was aiming at her and he was going to kill her. So the deer then looked up at the hunter and with pleading eyes said, "Oh hunter, please don't kill me. I have a family at home. My sister, my husband and my 2 children are waiting at home. You please give me some time to go home, visit them once and come back. Then you can kill me for your meat." So then the hunter said, "No, how can I do that? How can I believe you? You will not come back. Why should I let you go?" He said, "Definitely believe me. See these mountains and rivers, everything are a witness and they are the embodiments of truth. So in front of them, I promise you that I will come back, because if I don't come back, then I know that I have the the sin of being an ungrateful person will fall upon me, and I don't want that sin on me, so please allow me to go home. And surprisingly, the hunter said, okay, you go home, but be sure that you come back, I'll be waiting for you. So the deer went away. This hunter continued to wait for another couple of hours, by which time it was the second quarter or the Dvitiya Prahar, the second quarter of the night. And then he saw another deer was coming towards the pond to drink water. So he said, this time I am going to definitely hunt this deer and kill it for its meat. So when the deer came, again the same thing happened. He settled himself to take aim, and a few leaves fell from the bale tree onto the Shivlinga, and some water also from his bag dropped on the Shivlinga. So unknowingly Abhishekam was happening to the Shivlinga, and this time again the deer again looked up at him and said, hunter, please don't kill me. And why do you want to kill me? The hunter said, yes, we all love to eat your meat. I want to kill you, take your meat and feed my family also and enjoy your meat. So the deer said, I am so happy that I will be of use to you and your family can, appease its hunger by eating my meat. But I just request you, please allow me to go home. This one time let me go home and meet my family and come back. I promise you that I will come back to you and definitely you can kill me at that time. So the hunter said, same thing just a few hours ago, another deer said, and she has not come back. I said, how do I know that you will come back? Why should I allow you to go? She said, no, you can trust me, because if I don't come back, I know that the sin of a person who has not performed the Shraddha or the religious ceremonies meant for performing in memory of their deceased parents, that sin will befall on me. I don't want that sin on me, so definitely I will come back. Please do trust me. So, since unknowingly he had performed puja of that Shivling, the leaves of the bale tree had fallen on that Shivlinga, some of the water from the pond had fallen as Abhisheka Tirtham on that Shivlinga. Another small change in mind happens to the hunter psychology, and then he relents and he says, okay, but you should not be like the other deer. Definitely you should come back. Go meet your family and come back. I trust you. So this deer also went away. Then a few more hours passed. Now finally the hunter sees a very stout deer coming towards him. So then he says, oh, very good, a stout deer has come. This must be a male deer. I am very happy to hunt this deer. So again the same things happen, and in the third prahar also he has done Abhishekam with a jal, that is the water from his bag and the leaves of the Vilpatra falling on Shivlinga unknowingly. And when this deer comes, again he aims to hit, and this story repeats itself. And then when this deer also begs him not to kill him, then this hunter says, what do you mean? Two other deer said the same thing. They never came back. And what about you? You are also going to do the same thing again, isn't it? Why should I let you go? Then this deer said, no, definitely you must trust me, because I will then have the sin of a person who does not keep up his word, a liar. I do not want to have the sin of being a liar or a person who does not keep up his word. Definitely I will keep up my word. Just allow me to go meet my family. I have a wife, her sister and 2 children at home. So this hunter says, okay, you go home and you come back, and you must come back soon, don't delay, okay? So he says, all right, and this deer also goes home. So when he goes home, the 3 deer, that is this male deer, his wife and the sister, they all narrate the incident, what happened, because very similar incidents have happened with each one of them. And then the mother deer says, I will be the one who has to go. So she tells the sister, see, you take care of my children, let me go and let the hunter, because we have to keep up our word. So let me go and let the hunter kill me, you please take care of my children and let my husband also be there for the children. So then the sister deer says, No, 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 that cannot happen. I might be your sister, but I don't have experience in taking care of small children. So you and your husband be happy with the children. I will go to the hunter and let him hunt me. I will sacrifice my life. Now this male deer was listening to both the sisters discussing, and then he says, what nonsense, I am the head of the family, how can I allow both of you to go and be killed? I will be the person who goes there and sacrifices my life, let the hunter kill me, both of you stay behind and take care of the children. So this way this argument was going back and forth, each one trying to sacrifice their own life instead of the other. Finally, they decided to leave the children with the neighbors, and the three of them, all three decided to go to the hunter to offer themselves. Now, by the time the three came back, the hunter, it was the fourth prayer or the fourth quarter of the night, and the hunter was amazed. He was thrilled beyond words to see three deer coming towards him. And then he said, oh, wonderful, my family is going to have a great feast. So when all the three deer came before him, he again adjusted his seat and took aim, and this time again a few leaves from the bale tree fell on the Shivlinga, some water from his bag also fell on the Shivlinga, and he had now unknowingly performed the puja for the fourth prayer also. And when he saw these deer standing before him, ready to be killed and offering their lives, offering to sacrifice their lives, this hunter's mind was totally changed. That is the beautiful significance of offering puja to Shiva. It completely took over his mind, and he started thinking, how many heinous crimes have I committed in my whole life? I have just killed animals, and I have not shown any pity towards anybody. And see these simple creatures, these deer, knowing that they are going to be hunted by me, just to keep up their word, they have come in front of me and are ready to sacrifice their lives. He undergoes a change of mind. He becomes enlightened, and he says, no, I will not kill you. You can be free and go. And at that time, Mahadev Shiv appears in front of him and blesses him. And he says, you have become an enlightened person now. You are no longer the cruel hunter that you were. Now you tell me what you want. You have my blessings. Tell me what you want. I will grant your wish. And the hunter says, Mahadev, I have had your darshan. That alone is enough for me. I don't need anything else from you. So then Shiva is very happy with him, and he blesses him, and he says, as time goes on, you will be known as Guha. Do you remember Guha from the Ramayana? The boatman who ferried Sri Rama, Sita Maya and Lakshmana across the river. So he tells him, you will be known as Guha, and one day the great Rama, the son of King Dasharatha, will come to you, and that time you must offer all your help and worship him also. You will be greatly, immensely benefited by that. So that is the lovely blessing he gets. And those of you who can recollect the Ramayana will remember that Rama used to address this boatman Guha as my dear friend. So that was the close relationship between the great prince Rama and this boatman Guha. And these three deer also, later on they attain moksha because of having the darshan of Shivji. So that is the story of how even when we unknowingly perform puja to Shivlinga, and remember, he has not eaten the whole day, and he has offered some bil patra and offered water to Shivlinga. That itself had so much significance and so much of blessings he received. And what is the meaning by fasting and living and staying awake in the night and fasting? You are controlling your mind. That is the essence, not thinking, what fruit shall I eat, how shall I make. So the essence is, when we say upavas, it means upavasa, staying closer to God. Closer to God meaning your mind is closer to God. So when our minds become closer to God, automatically our mind becomes calmer, peaceful, and all the other lower tendencies disappear, and we become a little more enlightened, and divinity also sets in, and we start appreciating and helping others, and kindness becomes the first nature of ours. So that is the significance of this great spiritual practice of Mahashivaratri, and Shivji as Ashutosh, as we all know, is extremely compassionate. He does not demand anything from us. He is so compassionate. You just offer a little water, offer one leaf to Ashutosh, and immediately he is ready to bless us all. So it is said that a person might perform hundreds of pujas, thousands of yajnas, might be able to recite all the shastras, might have visited numerous temples all across the country. But if one just performs this puja on Shivratri, he is blessed with a calm and peaceful mind and becomes enlightened too. Such is the significance of this Mahashivratri. So let us pray that we are all blessed with calm and peaceful minds and enlightened minds too on this auspicious occasion of Mahashivratri. Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe to Geeta's Kitchen, and we'll meet again with another interesting episode from Geeta's Kitchen. Thank you.